Hi, Miguel here, back with another Naruto vlog. Today we are doing volume 25, Brothers. So technically not a lot happens in this volume, but this is like standing out in stark contrast to the previous two volumes in which like there was so much going on that you couldn't really focus on any one part, you couldn't really relate as much to any one battle. This is one battle, and it's very slow moving because we are really heavily focusing on the emotion felt between Naruto and Sasuke in this volume. So we do get a really long and detailed flashback regarding Sasuke and Itachi's previous history. We got a flashback like that earlier in the in this arc, but here we get it in a lot more context. So we see that Itachi and Sasuke were actually really close. You know, we remember, like, going back to the previous flashback, Itachi was very cold and condescending to Sasuke, which was hinting at his betrayal of the Uchiha clan and the way that he killed his parents and destroyed the entire clan. But here we see here we see him actually, you know, bond with Sasuke a little bit, and we learn that he was doing this in order to determine Sasuke's ability. The entire time, like, the entire time he was with Sasuke, the entire time he was with his parents, he was trying to determine their ability so that he would be able to overcome them eventually. And it's actually rather terrifying to think about in context, the fact that he was, you know, constantly trying to make sure that the Uchiha clan would not surpass him, basically, or that anyone really would surpass him. So we do see a little bit of Sasuke's interaction with his parents. His parents were really proud of Itachi. We learn a little bit more about the Uchiha clan, actually. So the clan was basically founded the Konoha police force, right? Because they're such powerful. There's such a powerful clan there. They have the Sharingan that helps them to really become a clan of powerful ninja, and that means that they're really ingrained in the police force because in order to protect shinobi, you need even greater shinobi, in Sasuke's father's words. And Sasuke makes it his goal to also join the police force, similar to Itachi, who, you know, as we've mentioned before, was a prodigy, you know, becoming a chunin at a very young age. You know, he was very talented, and Sasuke continually lived in his brother's shadow, which is it's a story that we've seen a lot of times. And with, you know, Thor and Loki, that kind of thing, in the Marvel comics, not Norse mythology, for all of you other mythology nerds out there. But yeah, it's a story we see often. But this is an interesting twist in it because the older brother is the one who, you know, ends up defying the parents, and in that case, Sasuke is always like, don't compare me to Itachi. During the time that Itachi was in their parents' favor, I want to surpass Itachi. I want to be my own person. I don't want to be compared to Itachi. So when Itachi finally falls out of his parents' favor, his parents are finally, like, revealing to Sasuke, like, you know, we do talk about you. We are proud of you. We are very proud of you. But we never really get to learn the extent to which they're proud of him, or even if they're just saying that because Itachi is being, you know, is rebelling so much against his parents, against the Uchiha clan. Because, you know, we know what happens. We know that Itachi eventually kills all of them. And another thing that happens is we learned a little bit more about the Mangekyo Sharingan, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the Tsukiyomi thing, in which Itachi basically brings the opponent into that dimension in which he's in control of everything. He's control of what happens, what the person experiences, despite no time basically passing in the world in which they're fighting, which is a really terrifying ability. Seeing as it took out Kakashi, you know, it took out Sasuke. It's all these different things. We know exactly, like, it's very powerful. But we learn also, when Itachi uses this ability on Sasuke in the flashback, after Sasuke discovers his parents' murder, we learn that there is a cost to the Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke is able to access it. All of the Uchiha, well, very rarely are the Uchiha able to access it. All the Uchiha, I believe, are capable of doing a regular Sharingan, but the Mangekyo Sharingan is very rare. And this is because we learned earlier in the flashback that Shisui Itachi, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, but Itachi's best friend was found dead. They believed it to be a suicide, but they also believed that Itachi could possibly have been responsible. Well, we learned that Itachi was responsible because in order to have the Mangekyo Sharingan, you basically have to kill your closest friend, your best friend. So that is what Itachi did. He killed his best friend in order to access the Mangekyo Sharingan. And additionally, he kept Sasuke alive because he also wanted Sasuke to access the Mangekyo Sharingan so he can prove that he is better than Sasuke on equal terms. On equal ground. It wouldn't be fair if Sasuke had access to the Mangekyo Sharingan and so did Itachi. It wouldn't be fair if Itachi was the only one who had access to the Mangekyo Sharingan. He's already proven himself to be, to be the best of the best among the other Uchiha members with the Mangekyo Sharingan. It's only he hasn't proven himself to another user of the Mangekyo Sharingan, which is a word I suspect I'll be saying a lot in this video. I imagine it'll be short, because not a lot happens in this volume, but it's very emotionally packed, which means like it's already a better volume than the previous two, in my opinion. So when we cut back to Naruto and Sasuke says like, I'm tired of playing around with the people at Konohagakure, they're just holding me back. That said, he does find value in what happened, in the bond that he had with Naruto, especially. I don't think there was any indication that he had any, that he saw something special in Sakura. Well, we know he left Sakura behind, but, the people at Konohagakure, he felt were holding him back from his true mission, which was to find and kill Itachi, out of the hatred that he felt for him. And he also wanted to access the power of the Mangekyo Sharingan at this point. I'm not sure, I'm assuming that he has fallen prey. He has fallen prey to the Curse of Orochimaru, the ability to achieve, like, that second state that the Four Sound Ninja had, and which were absolutely terrifying, by the way, so I wonder how that's going to affect Sasuke. Probably might, like, give him an enhanced version of the Sharingan, maybe not so much Mangekyo, but, I don't know. It's interesting to think about that sort of thing. But yeah, he is ready to to ascend to higher powers, to higher levels of power in order to finally take down Itachi, and that means, even if that means siding with Orochimaru in this case, or joining Orochimaru to gain more power. And Naruto, of course, is very, very insistent on taking him back because he remembers, like, he promised Sakura, right? And he very much cares about Sakura. He very much cares about Sasuke. He cares about a whole lot of people. And he especially cares for Sasuke, being one of his closest friends and his rival. And, a good friend and, even love interest of Sakura, whom he also cares very much for. So, seeing Sakura in despair makes Naruto very angry, and thinking that Sasuke doesn't really care, which, he doesn't care as much as he cares about killing Itachi, it tears Naruto apart, and working off of those emotions, that makes him very driven to bring Sasuke back to Konohagakure and make things right again. But Sasuke, remember, the Mangekyo Sharingan is only accessible if you kill your best friend. And surprisingly enough, we see that Sasuke now considers Naruto to be his best friend, in addition to his rival. That means that he really has to kill Naruto in order to get the Mangekyo Sharingan. And that really adds a lot, like, all of those things combined, like, even one of those things, that would add a lot of weight to this battle, knowing even that if even one of those things was at stake. Knowing that all of these things are at stake, like, it's just, like, that combination, it's like the perfect storm that makes this such a climactic battle, such something that we've been waiting for like volumes now, that this final showdown. Well, we know it's not really the final showdown because I got loads of volumes in the other room still waiting for me to read them, including Shippuden, which, like, people have told me, like, you really got to read Shippuden, you got to get to Shippuden. But anyway, yeah, it feels like it feels like that the wait was very much worth it, because all these things come together, all these emotions, all these complex motives, all these things that are at stake that come together to create this really, really tense atmosphere that comes with this battle. You know, it's very slow moving. We're only getting into like the first couple stages of the battle, but you know, we already feel the history between them, the tensions between them, the motives, the emotions that Naruto brings into the battlefield, the bonds that he's made with his friends that he is willing to protect at any cost, and the, you know, the hardships that Sasuke's been through, and both of them have a very much of an intent to make things right, but they're doing so in their own way, and that's what makes them clash, and that's what makes this battle so well done. So far, anyway. We're only in the first, like, the first few legs of the battle. I don't know how things are going to go from here. I'm assuming they both survive. It would be, like, I've seen Sasuke and Naruto in like different outfits and grown up in other media, so I know they both survive. But it feels really good. Feels really like tense, really climactic. Such a great volume. I really like it. That said, there's not a lot to talk about. Unlike the previous two volumes, in which it was just jam packed with content, and that made it so hard to focus on like all the emotional impact that came with it. This one is like filled with emotional impact. Not so much content, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with emotional impact over, you know, over content, quality over quantity, you know? So, yeah, this was a fantastic volume. So, yeah, not much else to say. So we got volume 26 coming up after this, so thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, stay tuned for more. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my other series. I'm currently doing a series on Pokemon Adventures, in which I revisit this manga series that I read as a child and continue to read, actually, and seeing how well it holds up as an adult. I've made some interesting discoveries about some of my favorite chapters that I really liked as a kid, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. Also check out my other Naruto videos if you haven't already, which I'm assuming you have, but you know, you never know. You might be here by mistake, who knows. So yeah, that was my take on volume 25 of Naruto, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.